สวัสดีครับ good afternoon everyone I guess that you hear me clearly right okay so if you don't hear me or like my microphone or my sound is not stable just like type in the chat box here so today, right, we will have some kind of workshops or webinar. So my name is Dr. Yoottapong Klinthongchai. I'm a customer success manager for Elsevier. So our topics today is about like how to use Scopus research. I think some of you may like used to use Scopus, right? But today I think we have to remind our memory, right? Or rememorize something because like some of the tools has been updated. So we will learn today as well. Okay, let me share my screen. Just a moment. Right now, let's see. Okay, all right. Okay, here we are. Okay. So welcomes again, everyone. So our session today we will talk about like how to use Scopus for research. I don't disrupt you much. We will spend around like what 1.5 hours for understanding how to use Scopus, right? So here is my email, y dot klinthongchai@elsevier.com. I am a customer success manager who cover Thailand and Vietnam, like all products from Elsevier. So if you have any question regarding to Elsevier products, not just only products, but in terms of publishing as well, you can reach out to me by this email as well. I will type this in the chat box here. Wait, just a moment. Okay, here you are. If you have any question regarding to like Silent Scopus or anything about Elsevier, just reach out to me or reach out to the librarian here as well. They will help you to consolidate the question and send to me accordingly. Okay. So our topics or outline today, we will talk about like introducing to Scopus, author research tool and Q&A. So today the topic is quite like easy to understand. I will walk you through what is the Scopus, right? Because some of you have to spend time for doing research, but we have a lot of tools like Scientific, Scopus, or etc. But what is Scopus and how can we benefit from them? Okay, right? So what is Scopus? I think some of you may know about Scopus already, right? Scopus is some kind of tools that we can use for find the research. I think one of you may know about this, but some of you may just use Scopus to find a journal to publish your manuscript or something else. But technically, in Scopus is the data is the I think it is the one of the biggest or largest scientific database that you can find the research here, books here, as well as patents as well. But in terms of data, they will provide you only abstracts, like in a major things. But some of the journals, some of the articles, they also provide you a full text as well. But the major of the contents, they provide the abstract only, right? But you may ask, like, why do we just access the abstract, right? Actually, the abstract can give you a landscape of that research because in the abstract, right, they will have like small discussion, small methodologies, small introduction, small aim and scope. You will understand what is this research doing or have been done before, right? Because if you're a researcher, if you're a student, if you need to find a new things, to find a novel works, a new topic or something like that, you need to know what is going on in the previous research. You have to learn from that. And Scopus can give you like the historical research. Then you can learn from the previous, you can find the gap research by doing the literature review, by doing the gap research analysis, by finding the limitation of research. We are reading the abstract on this, right? Because as I told you, you can read a lot of like abstract from different articles, right? And after that, you can summarize into like into the literature review process or something like that. And after that, right, you can find the limitation. You can find the gap research from journals, from books. Yes, like many things, not just only journals and books. You can also find an article as well, right? What is the article? Sorry, you can find the author profile as well, right? Why do we need to know the author profiles? We can know the researcher around the world, not just only for doing collaborations. We can find the right person to contact with and consult with as well. I mean, if you know this guy, right, you can use this name and find in somewhere else and email them accordingly, right? You can do some collaboration from that. Like this guy is an expert or something. Then you can go to read the paper on this expert as well, right? You can also find the organization profile. If you need to go like somewhere else, if you need to do some collaborations, who is the best person of this institution? And and you can also analyze like your scholarly output, your quality of research through the organization profile as well. So in Scopus, we have many things, not just only journals, books. We have like researcher profiles. We also have organization profile. Today, I will walk you through this kind of contents, right? Okay. So you may ask me, why don't we use like Google's or somewhere else? When you try to access Scopus.com, in Scopus, we also have some kind of filter, right? On the left-hand side, you can filter down, like, because sometimes, right, your advisor, your colleague, or your management level asks you to review the topics. Then you can go back to review your topics by using this filter. You can select like, I want like 10 years ago, 20 years ago, or something like that. I want just only this kind of subject area. You want this, and that. Then you can use the filter to find the right scope and like your area on this. This is the powerful of Scopus. We not just have only the like we just not only provide the data, but we have another tools for you to analyze by using this filter to find the right data for you, right? So, but you may ask me once again, why don't we use Google's? Sometimes Google give you a perspective, like because it is the widest database. But how can we trust the data? In Scopus, right? We have around 7,000 publishers. It means that all publishers has reviewed and articles, like all the articles. They has they has like they has review all of this. It means that all the data in Scopus you can trust because all the data are curated. So it means that you can trust all the data, not just only the powerful of the filter, not just only like a lot of data, but we also have the peer review process. Then you can trust, you can use the filter, you can find a lot of things inside here in Scopus. Because nowadays, as you know, right, we are in the like AI era. So how can we trust the data outside of the data that we have, like the we call our content selection advisory or advisory advisory board, who select the journal and bring it into Scopus. It means that all the data here has been curated. You can trust all the data here, right? This is like the the advantage part. So as you asked me, right, we have a lot of data here. All the data like curated. We have many records. We have affiliations, author profiles, books, journals, patents, all of things across 7,000 publishers. So I think it's a good point that you can use from this and you can trust from the data as well, right? So as I told you, right, we have 7,000 publishers across 100 countries, 40 languages, right? And our data, we 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 cover from now on and back to 1788. It means that our data is covered around like 200 years, like at least. And we also provide the the journals that can read at a full readings. You can see here, right, the data set we have like around 18 million open access document. It means that you cannot just only read the abstract, but you can read the full text from here as well. And the data has been like updated daily. So you can read and trust the data from this. But this is a good point. As I told you previously, we had the board we call Content Selection and Advisory Board, CSAB, because CSAB. This group, right? They are like an expert who select the journal and bring it into Scopus. As you can see this stage, right? In the first step, we have like around 3,500 journals titles. And after that, right, we skin until the last stage. Then we just have only 630 left. It means around like 20%, almost, approximately for that, right? It means that we try to curate a high quality of journals and give everyone reading and accesses of these journals to build the high quality of research. This is like why I try to emphasize you what the difference from Scopus and Google's around us. Google is good. It doesn't mean it does not good. It's good in some way, but you have to be ensure you should and pick with the right content, right data, right? We have to make sure on that. But if you are not sure about the data, about the sources, then just use Scopus. Everything has been curated, so you can trust the data from all of this, right? Okay, so what the content in Scopus, right? As I told you, in Scopus, we have a lot of data. We have like 7,000 publishers. We have like Elsevier, Springer Nature, Tellers, Francis, Wiley, say, Walter Coors, for example, like a lot of things here. So please try to use this. And then what we have inside, right? We have like 4 major categories. We have like physical science, health science, social science, and life science. We have journals around like 20, almost 28 journals, which is active peer-reviewed journals. It's quite a lot, right? 28,000 journals. And we have like 600 as a gold open access journal. It means that you can access the full text from this 6,000 Go open access journals from this. And you can also find the conference papers here, books here, patents here as well. So it means that you can find anything about the scientific contents in this Scopus. And we also have like filters. We also have like a lot of data that you can find inside. I will walk you through it. Know about this? And here, right, in nowadays, a lot of people they try to use Scopus as the gold standard, like evaluation, ranking, reporting, especially in QS ranking and THE ranking, right? They like QS here, right? They have like 5 categories that they will provide in different percentage. And they use the Scopus database to count the citation per faculty here, almost 20%. As well as here, right, you can see the THE, right? They also count the citation from the Scopus almost 30% here, right? So it means that all the data is Scopus that they will trust our data. Then it can give you the trust when you try to access any scientific database, right? Because some of you, right, some of the researchers, they try to access all of the data from, I don't know, from somewhere else, which is not trustful. But you're here, you're safe. You can trust on this because all of the data is curated, right? That is a good point that you can use Scopus, right? So then I will teach you how to use like the function in Scopus. Firstly, right, you have to understand first, understand the research workflow. Some of you, I'm not sure that some of you may be like a master student, bachelor student, or PhD student, but you have to understand the research workflow first. Firstly, you have to reason why research is important. Why do you have to do it? For sure, if you don't do your research, you cannot graduate, right? 100%, right? I want you to think about you are a researcher. You can help the world. You can help Thailand. You can help your country. You can help the world by doing this research. It can give you the motivation to do your research. I can say that. Fingers crossed, yeah. But technically, the second one, we have to find the ideas. How can we find the idea? Scopus can give you, but you have to know what you want to know. I think it's quite important, right? Because you cannot find that you don't know anything. You try to think about, you don't know anything, and you don't know what do you want to find, what do you want to ask, then we cannot move forward. You have to ask yourself, what do you want? What are you going to do? What is your research scope? What is your topics? What is your innovations? What is your interest? Then once we can define, then you can go to find the idea from Scopus by reading a lot of paper, reading a lot of books, reading a lot of patents to build the basic knowledge. And then you can find the gap research, you can find the limitation of research, you can find the improvement from your perspective. You can ask, you can keep questioning. Why don't they do this? Why don't they do this? Why don't they do that? Right? Summarize all of the data from you and question it. What are we going to do this? It would be this, and that to build your ideas, right? And you can use Scopus to find this idea by reading a lot of abstract. Because in the abstract, there will be like a little aim and scope, a little introduction, a little methodologies, a little result discussion, right? And conclusion as well. You can see all of the perspective of this article, that article, and those articles, and summarize and find the gap research to analyze what are you going to do to improve, to fulfill this gap, to do anything better. So that's you have to find from Scopus as well. And then you can plan what are you going to do. You have to find the collaborations on, and Scopus also have other profile. You can find the right person to collaborate with in Scopus as well, right? And in Scopus, there is also show the like funding bodies. If you try to find the some of the keyword, they will show that which funding body belong to this keyword, right? You can find something like that as well. And you can decide what are you going to do for the which factor and plan to design your experimental, like in terms of quality or quantity, it's depend on you. And after that, right, you have to write your research. You have to plan how to write your research well, right? No one can write in the first time, like write well in the first time. You can improve, and improve from that. And after that, right, publishings. The publishing is quite hard as well, but you can find the journal to send to publish in the Scopus as well. Then you can promote yourself. You can promote your articles to by published in Scopus, like Scopus journal, because everyone in the world who can access Scopus will see your works in the Scopus. And then you can track yourself once you have a paper or many papers, then you will see how how good you are by reflecting from the scholarly output and citations under author profile in the Scopus, right? And then you have to find the idea first. Just think about it. Let's think first from the Scopus, right? Okay, yeah, right. Firstly, I think you can access Scopus via using the IP under aหลวง, right? Because you just go like www.scopus.com here, right? You will see some kind of this interface. Okay, I will stop here and do some demo for you. Just a moment. All right, here. Okay. Let me refresh first. Okay, all right. Actually, in Scopus, there is a lot of function. So actually, you have just only 4 functions here: document, author, researcher, discovery, organizations. But this is the add-on function because Scopus AI. I will show you as well. I mean, the capability is incredible. Okay, we just go here first, right? How to find an article. First, we just go here, document. In document, right, we have this search, right? We have the filter here. If you want to find all the fields here, then we can click on all the field. If you want to find the journal from the keyword of the article titles, abstract keyword, then you can pick on keyword here, and it's always be defaulted to be uh, uh to be article titles, abstract and keywords here. Then you can pick on here as well, like author, first author, source title, affiliations, ISSN, DOI, reference, cast number. You can, I think if you are from chemistry or chemical engineering, you will know the cast number is the number for the reactants. Yeah, right. You can find a good reactants, like the number of reactants from the journal as well. And you can find many things from here. But what normally people do is, right, they just pick on here, article titles, abstract and keywords here. And after that, right, you can what you have to do is just put your keyword, right? Just for me, I put biomass here. Then we have another suggestion from the AI here as well. Not AI, I think it's a search engines here, right? Then we have biomass burning, production, and blah blah blah. Please note that if you want to to pronounce true words, we have to put the wildcard here like this. Biomass, biomass. Um, all right. If you need to put 2 words, you have to put biomass and material here. Put the wildcard from the first before first letter and after last letters here, right? And then we can click here, search. We can click search. Yeah. Okay. Okay. You can see here, right? There will be the biomass materials here. You can see the document is around 3,473. It means that, okay, you may ask yourself, should I read all of these 3,000 articles, right? No, no, no. It doesn't have to read it all. You just okay, I want to follow the trend, right? You can use the filter here by drag this to the left or to the right to pick the right timings. Or you can just put the um, put the numbers here as well, like 2014 to 2024, because sometimes like can you review something like 10 years ago? Then you have to just click on here, click on it. Then it will filter, right, from all across the data to only these 10 years, right? You can see here they will reduce from 3,000 to 2,000. And after that, right, you can see like there is author names, subject area. One of the important things that we have to realize that you have to try to use this filter, because I know some of you may not relate to the chemical or chemistry, but you are from maybe from um, social science. You're from something like social science, but you need to learn about biomass material. Then you just click what you are from to be sure that you will read only the precise data. Okay, if you're from like material science, yeah, right. You just click only here material science and energies, for example, and then you click on limit two. You can see that, right? Before this, we have 3,000. Once we use the filter, it will reduce it from 3,000 to 2,000. But now we reduce from 2,000 to 1,000. Okay, right? We are safe. We can reduce like 2,000 papers that we don't have to read about it. And after that, right, we can scroll down. What you want to read? You want to read like articles? You want to read like review articles? It depends on you. For me, what I recommend if you are news for the research, you can start from the review first. But if you are familiar with the topics, then you can go for the and articles to find the novel things. But okay, I'm new for research. I can click on review here, right? And limit two. Then, right, from 3,000 reduce to 2,000, reduce for 1,000, and reduce to 163. Okay, it saved a lot of times, right? We have like the filter like this, but you need to be sure that you filter, you use this filter with the right things, right? And after that, okay, source title is the title names. You don't have to care about it. You just, okay, you can read everything. If you need to be more specifics on keywords, then you can click show all. Okay, you just focus on biomass material, cellulose, carbon, etc. You can limit to or exclude that you want, like which one you want. You can use this more precisely, right? And then you don't have to care about like affiliation, something. This is just for analysis. And funding sponsor, if you want to know like who try to um do these keywords, then you can see here, right? The funding sponsor here. There's a lot of funder here. And which country, source type, English paper, open access. If your institution doesn't subscribe some of the journals, you can click on here, all open access journal, and click on limit to. Then we can read here as a full text as well. You can see here, right? Open access, open access. Open access journals mean that journal will give you a full text for downloading, for reading. But if these journals or articles or any review paper doesn't show the open access, here it means that you have to pay to read it. Like Netflix, if you want to watch some movie in Netflix, you have to pay the subscription, something like that. The same things, right? And then if you want to do some data analysis on metadata, you can click here, all, and export here. You can click here, export as CSV, and then, right, you can click on the, okay, you want all of the information to do the metadata analysis, something like that, and you can export. Then you will get all of the data from this guy as an Excel file, right? Something like this. Okay, you can click on the Excel file, right? Wait, Okay, it doesn't count. Okay, here, I'm not sure that you can see my screen. Okay, here, right? Here you can see the Excel data here. You can see here, right? The author's name on full author names, titles. You can see the title's name here, right? Titles, all of the data source is mean journal. This is the journal names. Here, you can see volume, link, VOI, links to Scopus, affiliation, authors, and you can also see the abstract as well. Let me find abstract. Where is the abstract here? Oh, here. You can see here, column R. It will show all of the abstract here from each articles here, right? This is the first abstract here, right? You can see and go to read one by one as well. And then you just pick and choose what you want to read from these articles as well. I think it's quite good to do some kind of like meta-analysis on that, right? But from my perspective, I will try to use this as well. You can source by newest, lowest, and see something like. For me, I click on relevance here. It will try to sort the relevance topics here, and I will go to read on this as well from the first articles here, right? This is a good, right? And then if you want like more, if you want more specific topics, then you can use here at search field. We have or and and it means that if you want like this, right, you want hydrogenations, for example, right, hydrogenation reactions. It means that all of the data from this keyword and this keyword has to be appear. But if you click on, it means that all of the data can appear, not only this, but also this, or both of this. Or mean you can, if you find for your this keyword or that keyword or both of this keyword. But if you click and, it means that all of the information that's appear here, it should appear for two these keywords. You can click on it, right? Okay, you can click search, right? Okay, it doesn't have anything about this. I don't know. I don't like, but you can, if you click all here, right? Like dehydrogenations, dehydrogenation. Okay, hydrogenation here, right? And then you click search. See, there will be more article that you can read from hydrogenations, right? Because normally, right? Okay, if we click only this, right? We have only 100 something. Okay, 47. But okay, you want more about like biomass and material. After that, right? You just click on here, dehydrogenation. Hydrogenations. Then there we have more document for you to read from 40 something to 163, right? I think it's quite good that you can learn from this as well. If you need more specific articles, then you can use and. If you need more like heuristic keyword, like heuristic topics, then you can use or, because it will cover of this keyword and that keyword and both of this keyword, right? Okay. And okay, we can add more, a lot of like here as well, if you can think about it, right? Like this, for example. Okay, all right. You can download if you like, if you think that, okay, this is like the open access, you can click here, download here as well, something like that. But please note that if you need to download more than 50 articles, please use Chrome here, right? Okay. Okay. If you need to know like what is the trend trend of this biomass material. You can look at that here on the right hand side. It shows the analyzed results. You can click on it. You can see the trend that okay, this keyword still be interested in some group, some researcher or not. You can see here, right? They will try to analyze for you by seeing here. You can see on the like X axis and Y axis here, right? Document and year. If the number is still high, like the number of publications still high, it means that these topics, it is the interested topics as of now. It means that okay, you can use this topic for your research because you can see here, right? The number is still high from the different years until now, right? And you can scroll down to see like who is the author that's published the most, what is the affiliation that published the most. You can see the subject area, document type. You can see the funding body as well, who is like the biggest funder who support this keyword to publish in the research communities, something like that. You can see like which country, which territory will publish the most, like for example here, right? China, Japan, USA, Australia, France, UK, India, Malaysia, for example here, right? You can analyze the data from here as well. You can use the sorting here as well, like which one you want to analyze. You can also export the data to do some your analysis or something like that as well. All right, I think it's quite good that to see the trend. If this keyword still be the trend, it means that this article should be still sustainably published, right? Okay, you can see here as well, like preprint. You can read the preprint articles. You can read the patents articles about this keyword as well. Here, right? There will be another thing, for example. So this is how can we use the search functions. We have not just only search, right? As I told you, we have the advanced search to use the filter, to use the Boolean operator like and, or, and not here as well, right? Okay. Once you try to click on search, right? What is the information inside an articles? Okay, you can click on it. Oh, sorry, I just got back. Before we click in to the articles, right? You can click here, you can click show the abstract. They will show what is the keyword that found in the abstract. You can click like many things here, right? And then you can read it. Okay, this one I don't want, this one I don't want, this one is good, something like that. You can summarize from the keywords as well. Yeah. Okay, if you want to know more about this, you can click on here, click into the name of this here. You can see a lot of details here. You can see here, right? The journals, titles here, right? You can click on it to see what is the quality of these journals. When you click on it, it will show on the right-hand side like a preview page. They will show that, okay, this journal is like the Q1 journals under site score here. Q1 means a good quality of journals. We have like 4Q, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. If you rank by percentile here as well. But Q1 is good journals. So, okay, you can see here, right? This is from publisher American Chemical Society journal type here. Okay, you can see volume, blah, 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 etc. You can see the title names on the left-hand side. You can see like document type, source, publishers, blah, blah, blah. You can see the author names here. This guy, like Yi Shen Yitan Li. You can see the article level metrics here, like FWCI, Field Citation Impact. If FWCI is equal 1, it means that this article of the citations has been equal to the average of the world citations. I mean, if this FWCI is equal to 1, it means that this journal is good quality when we compare with the world average. Yeah, for example, right? We have view count. We have the abstract here. You can see the keyword. You can see some of the substance from the reactants, like here, right? You can see the reactants, cast number, available data, bioactivity, for example, here as well. You can see a lot of details here, keyword, and SDG as well. It means that this article is belong to SDG 7, affordable and clean energies. You can see the cyber topics, metrics, from X, funding details here as well, and references. If you need to know more about the references, you can go to here as well. I will show like abstract, right? Okay, if you need, okay, I want to read like a full text, but you need to be sure this is the open access journal or not, right? You can try to click on here and view at publishers. They will directly link to the originate publishers here. Okay, it doesn't show here. Sorry. It's quite slow. Sorry. Yeah, it will show here. Then you can see that this is the open access journal or not. If your institution subscribe from the subscription journal, then you can read for the full text as well. If your it's something like that. And the right hand side, you can see the cited by like 53 documents. It's been that this article sustainable biomass material for biomedical applications has been cited from 53 articles here. Then you can go to read on this as well. Here, the documents, these are recommendations. This is how can be used to read like articles and find the article from our keyword. But you need to know your keyword first, then you can find the right things by use the filter on the left-hand side, right? Okay, we will go back. Okay, documents, finish, and then we will go to the authors. Authors mean that if you want to check somebody author profile, if you need your profile, like researcher profile, then we have to publish some of the journal in the Scopus here, right? Okay, for example, I will put my names here and click on it, search. And yeah, this is the affiliation that I used to belong here from Chulalongkorn because I graduated from Chulalongkorn University. Okay, here you can see my names here, right? You can see my affiliations. If you're from Mae Fa Luang, right? You will see your affiliations here as well. You can see the Scopus ID or kit IDs here. You can see the number of the citations here, number of the documents, and H index. H index is some kind of like the performance of this researcher. Because once you click on this, right, you will see this data. Wait a minute. Okay, you can see here, right? You can see the number of the document and the number of the citations here. How can we count this H index, right? We count by like sort the document and number of citations. You can see, right? We will try to pick the first document with the highest of citation, and then you will get like the less one from 555, right? But the last H index will be cut by the number of the document should be higher or equal to citation. If you see on this, right, the number of like the number 4 is like it's not high than citations. But if this number is higher than citation, it means that the H index will be cut above than like 5. It means that they will cut on 4. Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah, this is for example. I don't go through much in the deeper details. Just let you understand. We also have this H index as well to understand the performance of this researcher. And then, right, you go back to the author page. You can see here, right, this is the number of the document from each year, right, until now. And the citation you can see here, number of citation is reflecting to the quality of research, right? And on the right hand side, you can see the the expertise of this researcher. Like what is their expert of the research field? Like this one is a catalyst activity, measure porosity, resonators, micro cantilevers, for examples here, right? You can click on it as well. You can see the topics of these articles and the keywords is around here, all right? Then you can scroll down. Once you scroll down, you can see another details from the documents belong to these authors, right? You can see the number of the author and the number of the citations here, right? You can click on the impacts here as well. It's a new functions that like, okay, I have like documents which relate to the SDG 7 affordable and clean energies here. You can see the number of collaborations here with the international collaborations, academic and corporate collaborations. Here, you can see the number of the top citation percentiles here, number of the top journals percentile here, and fieldwork citation here as well. If you need to know more about the analysis, then you have to use sidebar to be more use case in terms of analysis, but you don't have to do it. Yeah, it's okay. Then you can click on cited by 35 documents here, like who cite this author and preprint and co-authors. You can see all of the co-authors here with this author as well. You can see like topics, like if you want to know like which topics is belong to this persons, right? You can see like this author has like 4 topics, which is his expertise, like butadiene catalyst activity, dehydrogenations, meso porosity, for example, here. And the fieldwork citation is impact to the quality of research. As I told you, right, if fieldwork citation is equal 1, it means that article is a good article, which is equal to the world average of citations. If it's higher, it means that this article is cited more than world average, right? This is like how can we interpret the FWCIs? So we have like award. Okay, I don't have award grant here. So this is how can we like how can we find the author profiles here? We can also edit profile here if you have your author profiles, right? Because some of the funding you come to this Scopus profile and see like, should I give this funding to this author or not, right? Okay, this is my profile. Then you can manage your profile here like this. You can change many things. Document, you can remove and add any missing document for yourself as well, right? This is the author profiles. I think it's quite like straightforward to use like author profiles. It's not much hard to understand like how can we use the author profile, because normally we use the author profile to track ourselves, to understand and reflect ourselves, like which is a good way to do this research or not, or we should change to another topics or not, something like that. All right. And then, right, we have researcher discovery. Researcher discovery is the function for finding the expert of that keyword. If you need to know who is an expert for this keyword, then you use the researcher discovery to find the right people. Yeah, you can use this for find the collaborations, or you can use this function to find the right people to consult with. But you have to find the email by yourself from their institution homepage or Google or somewhere else. But you can click like this. Okay, I want to know about like generative AI here. Okay, search. I want to know who is the expert from Gen AI, right? And click on it. Okay, they will show here. Dusit Tao Yato from NTU Singapore, right? Because he has like 44 documents have like almost 60,000 citations here. H-index 113 says a lot. You can see here, right? You can filter by countries, right? Okay. Do you have anyone in Thailand? No, right? You can see here, you can see the organization profile here as well. You can click here, view profile. If you want to know like how good he is, right? Click on profiles. You can see here, right? This guy, Dr. Dusit Tao, right? From NTU, he has the experience in research of this keyword around 23 years. This one from matching from this year, and most contribute topics like learning system, data privacy, IoT, Internet of Things, reflecting surface, beam forming, blah blah blah. This is his expertise. So you can like see his paper, and you can go to read with this author, like from this article, because he's a good of on this keyword, right? You can follow to read his work as well from this perspective, or you can view like full profile to see more on the relevance keyword. Okay, like if you want to know about like, okay, I want to know about like here reflecting surface, you can click on his document here or articles here and see his article document, right? Here, right? You can see here in intelligent reflecting surface, blah blah blah. He has like 161 citations, and this one article, right? Deep reinforcement learning based intelligence reflecting surface for secure wireless communications is about like 300 citations. It's a lot. Then you can click on it to read an abstract to see like how can we understand this, right? You can go to read the abstract. What is his idea? What is his result? What is his finding? And you can learn and summarize to your keyword. And then you can like try to make the difference to improve, to fulfill the gap research or something like that, right? That's the role of the researcher, right? This is how can we use like researcher discovery. Okay. Last but not least, we have the organizations functions. You can put here likeแม่ฟ้า, right? Sorry, put wrong. Okay, แม่ฟ้า หลวง, right? Here, if you want to know how good your institution is, you can click on it and put your institution names here, right? You can see the แม่ฟ้า หลวง profile here. In แม่ฟ้า หลวง research detail, right? We have like around 1.5 thousand authors. We have almost 5,000 documents here, right? You can see how good you are from the different subject area. You can see the expertise from the subject area as agriculture and biological science here, medicines, computer science here. You can look at that and read this data as well. Here, right? You can see how many publications that we have here as well. You can see what is the journals that แม่ฟ้า หลวง like to publish. We can click on source here. You can see like this is the journal's name from Phytoplankton, Fungal Diversity, Microsphere, Journal of Fungi. For example, here, right? And then you can get back. You can see here collaborators here. Who is our best collaborators here? This is for sure Chiang Mai, right? They are good or the best collaborator here, which is we have like almost 1,000 journals that we are collaborators here together. And we have like Chinese Academy of Science, Kunming Institute of Botany, like King Suet. I don't know how to pronounce this, sorry, something like that. This is for example that you can find the data and you can export the data as well, right? And you can see the SDG as well. Like what is the SDG? What is our article that's related to the SDG under our institution here? You can see, right? That is like 11 documents that relate to SDG1. We have like around 500 documents that relate to SDG3, right? You can see all of the SDG here under Mafalong University here, right? All right, if you want to know more about like, you want to analyze something under your institution, you can click on here, right, document. And you can see all of the documents under Mafalong University here. Like, if you want to know by analyze here, you can click on analyze. Once you click on analyze here, right, you can see the trend, right? The number you can see here, right? In 2023, we have 488 articles that published, but 2024, we have only 414 articles here, right? You can see the number of the articles here, and you can analyze from like which date of which year to which year, and you can export as well to do your analysis. And you can, once you scroll down, right, you can see like who is the authors that publish the most. This is like KD. I don't know how to spell. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, something like that. You can see all of the data here, right? And you can see like who is the best partner. We have Thailand, we have China, Saudi Arabia, USA, India, UK, New Zealand, Germany, Japan, Italy, for example, right? And you can see the affiliations here as well with our like best partner, Chiang Mai, yeah, for sure, and CAS, like Chinese Academy of Science. And you can see the subject areas here. You can see the document type here as well, like which type of the research type that you publish the most. This is the like the articles. And you can also see like the funding sponsor, who is the best funder for you. This is from Mafalong, right? This is from National Science Foundation, something. TRF, right? Thailand Research Fund, like National Research Council of Thailand, right? Warsaw, right? And Chiang Mai as well here, right? This is some kind of data that you can extract to find, like not just only the journals, articles, you can find a lot of details on your institutions under this, right? Because sometimes you need to know who is the best collaborations that you can find a collaboration to improve your research quality as well. Because we are not alone. We have friends, we have collaborators from this country, from these institutions. So we just have to collaborate it to boost our quality of research, right? So the last function does in Scopus, right? We have like sources here. Okay, we know how to find journals, right? From the document, you know how to find the author profile from author. We know how to find the expert from the keywords from researcher discovery. You know how to find, like, to know an organizations from the organization's functions here. And lastly, right, you have to know how to find the journals for publishings like this. You can go here, the sources, right, on the top of the page of this landing page. We click on it from the sources, right? You can see this page, right? You can click on subject area first, right? Once you click on subject area, you have to pick your interesting subject area first. You click here, right? Okay, okay, I'm from agriculture. I don't want to pick the subject area. Okay, if you need to be more specific, then you can go for the like the smaller area, like food science here, and then you can click on apply here. They will show only journal books which relate to this keyword from food science. We have like 532 results here, right? You can see all of the data here. But I would like you to use here on the left-hand side. We also have the filter that, okay, I would like to publish only first quartile, like high quality of journals. You can click on here as well. I would like to publish only journals here. You can click on journals and click apply. They will show only journals under both sides, which relate to Q1 and journals only. Then you can pick all of the journals here to publish for your manuscript. But please note that you have to read their aim and scope first before you are submitting your manuscript to publish, right? Because if your aim and scope and their aim and scope is not related to each other, they will reject you immediately with the reason like your article is out of scope, your article is not so in our journal, please send to blah, blah, blah. For example, right? But you can see here, right, there is like size score. This is journal level metrics. You can see the highest percentile here, right? It shows 99 percentile. 99 percentiles mean like the highest quartile is, right? From quartile 1, we will count the percentile here from 99 to 75. For quartile 2, we will count the percentile from below 75 to 50. For Q3, we will count below 50 percentage of percentile to 25, and below 25 is the Q4 accordingly. Yeah, you can see here, right? This is like nature sustainabilities. We have like Q1 journals. This is a size score. This is the subject area because this journal is belong to geography, planning and development. Yep. For example, if you need to know more the author journal level metrics, you can click here, right? You can see the SNP, SJR, SciMago as well. If you need to learn more about like what is this journals, you can click on it. Click on this journal here, right? They will show the details here, but not all the details. They just show only like the names of like nature sustainability, like Colin College from Scopus says, okay, this journal is still active because it shows like 2024. From Springer Natures, this subject area, blah, 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 and show the size score, journal level metrics, right? And if you scroll down, you can see the subject area with which this journal is belong to, right? One journal can be located with different subject area. It depends on what you want to choose because, right, yes, as you can see, right, nature sustainability can be staying in social science, environmental science, agriculture, social science, environmental science. For example, there's a lot of like subject area. It's quite broad area for these journals. It depends on what you want to pick. From the right-hand side, you can see the subject, you can see the journal metrics, journal level metrics. We have size score, we have SJR, we have SNP here. You can see the quality of journals. If this score is high, it means that this journal is high quality of journals. But for me, right, you just look at the Q1. If this journal is under Q1 journals here, right, it means that it is a good quality of journals. Or you can look at on the left-hand side, or you can look at the percentile here as well. From 99 to 75, it means Q1. Below 35 to 50, it means Q2. Below 50 to 25, it means Q3. After below the 25, it means Q4. You can look at the quality of journals here. But however, once you use the like document search, as I told you, right, you can click on the journal's name like this, for example, to review that you are reading the good journals here, right? You can click on it. Like once you search, right, to be sure that you are reading a good journals, you can click on names here, right? And they will show the journal's name. Here, you can click on the journal's name. On the right hand side, they will show the preview, right? If this show, okay, Q3, Q2, Q1 is a good journal, but Q4 is a good journals, but it doesn't mean it's not good. It's good, but there is another better journals to read. I mean, for example, but for me, right, I will focus on the content in the first conditions, and then I will look to the articles metrics and journal metrics specifically. Yeah. Okay, I think this is quite cover all the functions in Scopus, right? But what I would like to introduce you for the next step, we call Scopus AI. But Scopus AI is the add-on subscription. You have to ask your library to subscribe if you would like to use, I mean, but this is a good tool. This is the generative AI that generate the answer from all of the data under Scopus contents. Here, we use the natural language processing. It means that you can write anything. It's not limited to only keyword, but you can use the sentence to ask like ChatGPT, but ChatGPT doesn't provide you the reference, but here it will provide you the reference, right? You can I would like to know about battery. Here, we can ask them something like this, right? They will combine with the Copilot search here. Firstly, they will show, okay, they will try to interpret your questions here and generate your answer here. Okay, what is the largest advancement in battery technologies, right? They will show your keyword as well. Then you can use this keyword to find the paper from yourself as well in the document. But they will give you the summary here, right? It's good. This means that it will show overview of the battery technologies. Batteries are essential for providing portable and reliable electrical energy across various applications, from consumer electronics to electric vehicles and medical device, right? It shows some kind of summary, but it also shows here as a references okay, I bring this content from this article. You can click on it. They will show the preview on the right hand side. Okay, I bring this sentence from these journals, from these articles here. You can see here, right? If you want to read more, here you can click on open document to read for more details here, right? It's good because it can give you a trust. Once you use ChatGPT or some of the Gen AI, they doesn't give you a references, or even they give you a references. How can you trust this content has been peer review or not? You don't know about it, right? If you use this, you can trust on it. Like reference from here, this is different from here, and you can click on the reference here as well. And on the right hand side, I will show the foundational papers. It means that this journal will be like a good journals that you can read, because this is like the most relevant journals relevant articles for reading, because it's not just only the relevance but also show the high quality of articles as well, because they show the around 4,000 citations from this, 1,000 citations from this, right? You can go to read on it as well from this as well. Once you go there, okay, once you read, okay, I don't understand on this much. Can you expand more? They will show read for more information on this, right? They will generate the answer for you here, right? A lot of things. But what I like here, I like the concept map. They will show how can this detail interpret. You can see, right? Battery model management, they will go to adapt. They can be adaptive modelings. Can be the growth and development. There could be the electron device. They can give us state of health, load of characteristic, rate of capacity, effective. It will give you a guide how can battery goes. Then you can understand the structure. Okay, I have to know this, I have to know that, I have to know those. Then you can find more detail about this keyword, right? Okay, if you want to know about like battery, adaptive, and temperature parameters, right? Okay, you can click on it. Once you click on it, it will generate like this, right? This keyword, right? From battery model, adaptive and modeling, and temperature parameters, and generate the summary for you once again to give you an idea what is this, right? And then you can scroll down to look at the topic expert. The topic expert will show who is the best person to do the collaborators or to consult. They will show that like this guy, like Miguel and on Yang. I'm sorry, if I pronounce wrong. Like he will show that this person is an expert in battery technologies, particularly in the area of lithium-ion batteries. Something like that will show, and you can view the profiles here, right? You can go to read his articles, right? Or find some collaboration from this or consult something, right? Lastly, is a new function we call the emerging themes. It will show three things. Firstly, they will generate you the hot topics, right? Then we have like three themes. First thing we call consistent themes. It means that they will summarize like advanced materials, ion solids. They will summarize you a bit about this. This means that they will improve from the previous like era until now, that our humanity still improving this. So we call consistent themes that it's not a new things. It's like the old thing, but still doing on this, right? And they will show the potential hypothesis. Then you can go to read on it as well. They will generate here as well if you need to know more about this, right? About the advanced composite polymer. But another thing we call rising themes. Rising theme is in that this topic is quite interested in some research group, right? It's not much the old thing, but it's not much the new thing much, but it's still the new thing, right? You can learn. It's the topics that among researcher communities, they are talking about this, right? We call rising themes. It's not much old, but it's not much new. It's like it's new a bit, but not much. But we can try to capture on these topics to learn more about this. But another thing we call here novel theme is mean that there is the less articles that publish about it's like the new things about like aqueous zinc ion batteries here, right? Like not much people has been done this topic before. We can take this and improve your article from this, improve your research on this, because not much people try to do this topic from like aqueous zinc ion battery here. And you can see here, right, the hypothesis here as well. And then you can click on it to read more detail, right? And then the last one we call go deeper. What is the go deeper means? It means that if you don't know anything, you don't know what to ask, right? You can, okay, I don't know what to do. The AI, Scopus AI will give you a question to learn more. You don't have to write anything. They will give you the questions to learn more, like go deeper, deep dive, like to know more. Like what are the different type of the battery used in electronic device, for examples, right? Then you can click on it. Once you click on it, it will generate here again and again. You will learn the summary. You will learn here, right? They will also have the summary tables here as well. It's quite good. Yeah, an expanded summary concept map. You will learn from the concept map as well here, right? Battery chemistry here, right? Nickel, nickel metals, lithiums, blah blah blah. Emerging topics, blah blah blah. You will learn again and again. But you know what is like what is better from now, right? You can try any languages, not just only English, but you can try Thai, you can try Japanese, you can try Chinese as well. For example, right, I will type like um อะไรคือแบตเตอรี่อะไรคือแบตเตอรี่ที่ผลิตในประเทศไทย This is like Thai language, right? But you can type like Chinese, Japanese, any languages in the world. Like here, you can search, but it will give you an English answer. Sorry about that. But anyway, but sometimes you are not like native speaker. You're lazy to translate in English, but you can type in Thai as well, or Chinese or Japanese or any languages, right? They will give you here, right? They will try to translate your sentences into English and provide you and keywords here, right? And you can read it here, right? Battery manufacturing in Thailand. Thailand has been a significant hub for automobile manufacturing in Asia, something like that. You can learn from this here, right? Concept map, references, traditional papers, blah blah blah. Yeah, sometimes they give you like Thai questions here. วิธีการทำแบตเตอรี่ผลิตในประเทศไทยให้มีอายุการใช้งานนานขึ้น something like that. You can learn again and again from this, right? I think it's quite like a good tool that you can understand. I mean, this is the new features, but you can take time from them. Yeah. All right. I think this is quite cover, and yeah, I think this is like quite cover sessions for Scopus. Yeah, right. You can read more informations through my slide. So if you have any question as of now, you can ask me from the chat box or like you can open your microphone. And I also have like survey that you can do your surveys here, right? After you're doing your survey, you can scan QR code or click on my link. And after you finish your survey, you can put the passcode here to get the certification that you join the webinar from Elsevier regarding to how to use Scopus for research. I hope you can get many understanding on how to use the Scopus here. How to find about the journal coverage here, right? Okay. How to find the journal coverage here, right? Okay. You can go to here, right? Sources. You can go to www.scopus.com. You click on sources at the top of the landing page here, right? Okay. After you click it, wait now. You can pick. Okay. For example, right? You pick your journals like the Lancet here. Once you click on here, oh, sorry. I think I should show some other journal. If you want to check the Scopus coverage of journals, right? You just click here, subject area change to the titles. I try to put the journal's name here, like for me, Mesoporous and Mesoporous material here. You click on it. They will show the journal name here, right? Click on it. And after you click on it, right? You will see here year current coverage by Scopus. Here is like cover from 1998 until 2025 here as well. It means that these journals still cover in Scopus. But if you need to know more like this is quite like a data that you can do as well. You click on sources once again, right? And you click on download Scopus shortlist. And you click on download the Scopus shortlist titles here. Click on it, right? And then you see this page title on Scopus. And after that, right, you click on download the source title list here. You click on it. After you click on it, it will show some kind of Excel file as online Excel file. like live Excel file. And you can click on download file as well, right? For me, I just click on downloads here. And after that, I wait for downloadings and I will show how to read on it. That's a good question. Thank you. Okay, wait now. I'm downloading. Almost finished. Okay. Once you download, right, you can click on your Excel file. It will show, takes time. Wait now. Okay, all right. Let me stop share and share this one again. Okay, it will show this file, right? Click on it and download, right? It will show this file. What I would like you to focus on, right? You can focus on column B. To look at that, this is the source titles mean the journal's name. This equal to journal's name, right? This is the column B, this is journal's name. And the column E is the status of that journals. You can see here, right? Active and inactive. Active mean that journal still indexing in Scopus, but it is show inactive. It means that journal is not belong in Scopus anymore. You can use here, click on here, right? Line 1 here, and click on here, filters, put the filter inside. You can click here to find your journals here, right? To find your journal's name here. Put your journal name. If you want to know anything, you just put your journal's name here. But if you want to know which, like, how many journals still active, you just click here, active at column E here, and filter only active journals. They will show all of the journals which is still active here, right? And once you scroll into the right-hand side, you can see here, right? This is a coverage here as column F here, as well on the green one, from which year to which year. You can see here, right? You can see all of the details here, right? And after that, right, after you scroll to the right, you can see the journal type, you can see the title history, right? You can see the publisher's name. You can see the subject area at column V until column ASAP, yeah, for example. But if you need to know which journal just get acceptance in Scopus, you can click on here, right? Accepted title on SEP. This is just the new journal which is just indexed in Scopus. And which journal just de-indexed, like this journal has been removed from the Scopus. You can see the discontinued title September 2024. Yeah, for example. Yep, I think it's covered from your questions. Yeah, right? If you like have any question further, you can reach out to the library as well. Or I think you will have my email to ask as well. I will here to support you. No worry about it. So I hope you have like perspective how to use Scopus. Scopus is the tools that you have to use again and again. It's like the game computer, right? Like ROV, like Dota, like CSGO. We have to spend time a lot of that tools, that game. Then you will be more an expert, right? The tradesman win. Once you train something again and again, you will get better experience. No one can do it at the first time. I can say that. If you want to be success, you have to train harder than another person's. Just trust yourself and try to use Scopus as you have time, right? I know like MFU is a beautiful institution. I used to be there once, right? Especially in December and January. Like we can search Scopus at the mountain or somewhere else that have the IP access under MFU. to be sure you access everything from Elsevier product like Signalex or Scopus under IP of MFU University. I hope you enjoy my session. If you have any questions, just please reach out to me or just give the question to librarian as well. And for recording and presentation today, right, I will give to the librarian and librarian will provide to you accordingly. Thank you so much. ขอบคุณครับ สวัสดีครับ If you don't have any question, yeah, I will shut these sessions. Any questions so far?
Inbox, we have a question how to find out about journals covered.
Oh, yeah, I have answer already ครับ
Awesome.
โอเคครับ
Okay.
ครับโอเคครับ Okay, I think we don't have
Okay.
any questions ครับ Thank you so much for today ครับ everyone. See you next time or next year. Have a nice day and like happy new year ahead. สวัสดีครับ สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ ขอบคุณค่ะ
ขอบคุณครับ谢谢